rugged shores and woodlands of the north, it's history of copper mines and iron ore, the Great Lakes fishery. To the farmlands of the southern counties we'll look around, my friend, at all that waits the sportsman in the state of Michigan. And sometimes when the moon brings out the diamonds in the snow, and the stillness of the forest lies encased in Arctic cold, the wind might whisper through the trees, listen if you can, it tells you all the beauty in the state of Michigan.
Hi there, come on in. It's Thursday night, April 15th, 2004. The next half hour is just loaded with content, news, fishing, information about the outdoors in Michigan. Now, Zachary tells me he's got things wired now. He has a recipe you're going to want to sink your teeth into, but I have to tell you, before Zachary starts the outdoor news, he's going to explain that if you want to get things straight, sometimes you have to brace yourself. I'm Fred Trost, and you're watching The Practical Sportsman. This is one episode, seriously, you need to brace yourself for.
The Practical Sportsman is supported by Bark River Knife and Tool. High-quality sporting knives created by custom knife maker Mike Stewart, who blends traditional and modern designs into functional knives and cutting tools for the practical sportsman. By Budget Tire Centers. Name brand tires and custom wheels installed by professionals who pride themselves in fast and efficient service. Budget Tire Centers are open 6 days a week with locations in East Lansing, Lansing, Holt, and Jackson. By D.L. Kessler & Sons Construction, providing full-service contracting for residential and commercial developments all over Michigan, building a quality reputation since 1977. And by the financial support from viewers like you. Thank you.
I have to commend Zachary for going through the grief of braces. You know, if he wasn't on TV and he didn't get emails from people commenting, I'm sure he wouldn't have done it. Now, as far as any bright ideas about a weave or transplants or a rug or painting the top of my head, forget it. And getting my hair straightened, hey, that is definitely out of the question.
Okay, just for fun, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for $100. Tonight's featured county lies on the shores of Saginaw Bay. Is it Saginaw County or Bay County? Okay, we'll go straight to the 50-50. Judges, please take away one wrong answer. Well, there you have it. Bay County, located right here at the bottom of Saginaw Bay. Archaeological digs have dated the earliest permanent settlements in this area to 3000 BC. The banks of the Saginaw River at various times were home to the Chippewa, Hopewell, Ojibwe, Ottawa, and Potawatomi Indians. Sacred Indian burial grounds can be found today along the Saginaw River. The first white settlement was pioneered by Leon Trumbull. He accepted an assignment from the federal government to build a house along the Saginaw River. He wasn't impressed with what he considered to be uninhabitable swampland in this area. When he was offered the entire section of land around his home in exchange for his horse, Trumbull turned it down. Bay City, which is the county seat, encompasses all the land that Trumbull could have had for his horse. The Saginaw River dumps into Saginaw Bay at Bay City, making it a central distribution point for shipping on the Great Lakes. Bay City developed because of the lumbering industry, which attracted more sawmills than any place in the state. By 1888, over 4 billion feet of lumber had been sawed, enough to circle the globe 4 times with a 4-foot wide walkway 2 inches thick. After the lumbering boom, shipyards began producing freighters, and Bay City shipyards built United States destroyers and Australian missile vessels during World War II. Bay City was where the Kennedy administration's presidential yacht named Honey Fitz was built. Today, you can see freighters and cargo ships loading sugar, concrete, and other industrial products at this major shipping port. The Saginaw River flows into Saginaw Bay, the southern part of Lake Huron, which is a productive fish factory for commercial and sport fish. The miles of Saginaw Bay shoreline, the numerous rivers and streams, and the farm country of Bay County are productive areas for our Fish and Game Hall of Fame. Next time to the Fish and Game Hall of Fame, because we'll be featuring Ingham County.
Look at this. This guy has pictures of a huge wow, this would have made an awesome full mount. This was a 27-pound gobbler with an 11-inch beard, Oakland County public land. Wow, the middle of May at 7 o'clock in the morning. Mosquitoes were out?
I didn't have a problem with the mosquitoes. Actually I caught this one walking, coming up, both going up the same hill. He was on the other side, coming up on the other side of some ferns, and I'd go up the hill a little bit, I'd peek, go up a little more, and I'd peek, and he peeked up too, and he caught me, so I couldn't move, and the closer he got, the further he got into the ferns, and finally he stepped out, saw me, took off down the hill, pulled up and shot him.
Wow, when you got him on that shot?
Yeah, he was probably 20 yards. By the time I got him, he maybe 30.
Man, that was something. That you didn't get busted on that because they are really cagey. But you know what really amazes? You must be a man of infinite patience.
Not at all.
Well, then why would you have a shirt that has the Detroit Lions on it?
Keep hope alive. That's all I can say.
Keep hope alive, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
These
that's
guys are
great.
huge.
Look at the size of the spur on that. Sharp, but ooh, this is weird. The other spur looks like it's been knocked off or something.
I think he was a scrapper, so he's fighting pretty hard.
Well, I bet. Now, when a turkey goes down like that, you have to remember, have you got a lot of turkeys in your life?
This is my first turkey.
Okay, you know what hunters do, and we've had some seriously hurt from going up and the turkey is down and they'll grab it by the back legs like you would a pheasant?
I can believe that.
Back legs. There, I did that again. They only have two legs, and they're both in the back.
Yeah,
But you grab them by the legs, and I tell you, that spur has torn some people up.
I believe that.
They kick?
They will keep flopping.
Yeah, boy, that's something. 27-pound Kevin LeClaire from Mount Morris. That's a colossal tom. Brent Clark from Howell got a walleye. He went down to the Detroit River. After work at that classic time of year. This happened to be May 1st, the time when they're getting a lot of the big ones, 10:45 in the morning. It says you were jigging.
Yes, brown rubber worm, leadhead.
Now, jigging, were you trolling at all or just anchored?
Drifting with the current.
Ah, an 11-pound, 1-ounce walleye, almost 32 inches long. That's a beaut. So what's any special technique to that jigging, or just the luck of...
Keep hold of the bottom, stay with the river. Don't get ahead of your jig or behind your jig. Right on the bottom.
What kind of day was this on May 1st?
Slightly overcast. Smooth though, calm day.
You go down there a lot and fish?
3 or 4 times a week, after work in the morning.
Now hold it, after work in the morning.
Work midnights,
And where do you work? You're from Howell?
Metro Airport,
Oh. And then you go from there over to fish,
then go home and sleep. Go back
Back
and fix the
fish.
planes again the next night.
I see. Well, that's not too bad of a schedule. You catch a lot of big ones down there?
Good sized ones. Good eaters most of the time. Some nice ones afterwards.
What's a good eater?
2, 3 pounds.
Yes, indeed. Did you eat this one?
Oh, this one went to taxidermist.
Okay. You ever eaten any this size?
Yes.
And how are they?
I can't taste much difference. The little ones are easier to fillet out. Mm-hmm. But good.
Well, that's great. Brent Clark from Howell. Very good.
Tonight's recipe was sent to us by Lisa Kolick from Durand, and it uses a pound of any kind of fish. Tonight we're going to use a pound of fresh steelhead trout. We're going to start the recipe by preheating our oven to 350 degrees. I've prepared some Spanish rice here to serve with the fish. You could also use long grain, wild rice, or rice pilaf. Next, we're going to sprinkle a little garlic salt on our fish fillets on each side and then set them in the pan. Soy sauce is also going to have some salt, so I don't really think you need to put a lot on here. Now we're going to take our chopped onion and spread this across the top of each of these fillets. Now we're taking a stick of melted butter, pouring it over the top of our fish and onions, and that's why the pan was ungreased. The butter's going to take care of that. Now the recipe calls for a tablespoon of soy sauce dribbled on top of each fillet. That's all there is to it. Well, we've prepared our fillets, sprinkled them with garlic salt, topped them with onion, butter, and soy sauce. It's going to go into a 350-degree oven now for about 20 minutes. And while this steelhead is cooking, we're going to go to Tippy Dam and take a look at some youngsters fishing for steelhead.
It's called Suicide Bend on the Manistee River, a place where many a boy has caught his first steelhead. One thing a kid gets is tons of encouragement and advice from every adult within hearing distance, and Dad comes in just to make sure he understands the principle of pumping the rod back and reeling quickly as you lower the rod tip to gain back some line.
Now real fast. There you go. Now pull just a little bit. Real easy. There you go.
Somewhere under the surface of the Manistee River is that steelhead trout. Of course, without polarizing glasses, all you see in the water is the reflection of the clouds. Difficult to see where that fish is for us, but all eyes are on it because they know it's coming in. Now Dad springs into action with the net. The men have stopped fishing to coach from the sidelines, and the concerned father calls the plays from the water.
Keep your pole up, Justin. Don't dip that far.
Don't bring your rod tip all the way down.
Now Justin learns another tip from Dad.
Justin, I want you to reel really fast and walk toward the river. Walk faster, faster, faster. Now, okay, stop. Nice and easy now. Start to gradually walk back. Don't reel. Just nice and easy.
Hold your rod up. Hold your rod up. He's
There
right
you go.
here. Hold your rod up. I just caught a glimpse of him. He's a nice fish.
Now the net man, Dad, gets coaching from another concerned bystander.
I can see him right here. Get over here and net him in shadow. Get him. Get him. Keep him up there. Keep him up there. You got him.
Got him.
Nice job, little buddy. That's a nice looking fish you got there.
Are you tired now?
Yeah,
What's your name?
Justin,
Where are you from, Justin?
Kingsley,
Yeah, what's your last name, Justin?
Lisby.
Is that your first fish?
Yeah, today.
Today?
This is your first steelhead ever by yourself. You did this one completely by yourself.
Are you Papa?
I'm Papa.
What's your name?
Bob. Bob. Excuse me.
Excellent.
Good job. There you go.
Let me see you hold that baby.
Yeah.
It's going to be heavy. What do you think that weighs?
Gosh, I don't know.
Mary Acker from behind the camera has just asked this boy to perform a very dangerous maneuver standing next to the water. Another new experience for Justin.
Just be careful. Got it? Tight? You know,
All right.
grab it just like this. There you go.
Did anyone tell Justin that this fish is heavy and slippery? The catch and the near release. Now, it wasn't supposed to be catch and release, but now we're dealing with catch number 2.
Got it tight?
Oh, there's release number 2.
You gotta hold it through the gill.
This is half the challenge here.
You just gotta hold it through the gill plate. See, grab it right through there like that with the finger. Then it can't go nowhere, okay? Here. Okay, here. You wanna try again?
We've just seen Justin and his dad catch and release that fish twice. Now Dad talks him through it a little more carefully. That's how a youngster learns.
There you go. Grab it, pinch it real tight. Don't worry about your coat. I'll wash it. All right.
Good job, Justin.
Justin's got the hang of it now due to a patient father, the encouragement of nearby anglers, and plenty of helpful advice.
Keep him up there, keep him up there.
Well, it's been about 20 minutes. We're gonna pull our fish out here. Actually, we cooked this a little bit longer because these fillets were a little bit thicker. Generally the same rule of thumb. Once the fish flakes nice with the fork and thickest portion is done. And finish it off with a little paprika, a dollop of mayonnaise for garnish. Well, let's see how we did here. It smells very good.
You know, I like a number of things about this. I like the fact that you didn't cook this fish too much.
You don't overcook fish.
Most people do.
Nope.
So it's just really tender. I can taste the soy sauce in there a little bit. And those little bitty onions, just 1 or 2 of them.
It just
Really
adds
tastes great.
a great flavor. It's surprising. Lisa says that kids will love this. She also says if you love fish, you're going to love this recipe. If you don't like fish, you're going to like this.
Mm-hmm. Even though taxidermists tend to have delivery schedules that often span a year or 2 or more, Tim Hayes keeps in spirit with the seasons. Lately, he's been working on last year's wild turkeys, which to me is fascinating. Over the next few weeks, he'll show us some of the key steps in mounting a wild gobbler.
Something starting to look a little bit more like a turkey at this point.
Well, that completes the April 15th edition of The Practical Sportsman. You've seen shows in the past where my hair thickness and color changes from segment to segment. Well, this time, Zachary almost bit off more than he could chew, but we'll all get used to it. Get outdoors this weekend. It's a great place to be. We'll see you next week.